Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoy these videos, please be sure to click like and subscribe, and if you click the little bell, you'll be notified of future videos. I want you to meet Patti Adkins. She disappeared June 29th of 2001 or July. Some records say July. Either way, it was the 29th in 2001. She was living in Marysville, Ohio. She was born May 4th of 1972. She was 29 years old. She was 5'8" and 120 pounds. She wore steel-toed sneakers and worked at the Honda dealership. She was also going to be promoted at this place. She was carrying a small teal-colored duffel bag and a maroon coin pouch and a keychain with her Honda identification card. She has blonde hair, hazel eyes. Her navel and ears were pierced. Her nickname is Patti. She has a tattoo of a flower design on her lower middle back, and the design is of 3 orchids colored blue, green, purple, and peach with leaves arranged horizontally across her back. She had corrective laser surgery done to her eyes. She was last seen departing her place of work at the Honda automotive plant in Marysville, Ohio. She clocked out a few seconds after midnight at the end of the second shift. She'd worked for that plant nearly 10 years, became a supervisor of the assembly line. She was anticipating a promotion when she disappeared. The plant closed down that night for a week because of the 4th of July. She was never heard or seen from again. Adkins had been having an affair with a married coworker at the time of her disappearance. They dated periodically for years. His name has not been yet released to the public. She told her loved ones and acquaintances about the relationship and said the man planned to leave his wife to be with her. Patti gave this man over $90,000 over several years, depleting her savings account, and she even borrowed against her 401k. The money was supposed to be so the boyfriend could pay off his share of the jointly owned business, which I believe was an automotive business, if I'm not mistaken. Before her disappearance, she told her friends and family that she was going on a vacation with this boyfriend. She put her pets into the kennel and asked her sister to look after her 7-year-old daughter, McKaylee Adkins. Her boyfriend had told her they were going to a cabin in a remote area without phone service, so she wouldn't be able to call her family. He also told her not to pack anything because they would buy whatever she needed once they arrived there. Boy, isn't that suspicious? I think so. Adkins asked a female, by the way, this is allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. Let's put that disclaimer in here. Adkins asked a female friend to drive her to work the night she disappeared so she could leave with her boyfriend to start their vacation. She told her friend that her boyfriend had to give a male coworker a ride home and told her to hide in the bed of his pickup till he dropped the man off. In spite of her boyfriend's instructions not to take anything, Adkins packed a small tea-colored duffel bag. She told her friend it contained something she'd bought at Victoria's Secret, and the item was blue. The bag and its contents were never found. Adkins was scheduled to see her hairdresser after her vacation was over. She never kept the appointment. She was reported missing by her sister on July 8th after she failed to come home and pick up her daughter. She left her car behind in her garage and all of her belongings undisturbed in her house. When her boyfriend was questioned, he said he and Adkins had no plans to go on vacation together. He had never had an affair with her, and he only knew her slightly. He and his friends said they left the plant together on June 29th, drove 30 miles to their in the direction of their hometown of Canton, Ohio, stopped at Burger King and waited 45 minutes in the drive-thru. And of course, when Burger King was questioned, there was no such line, ever. Lie number 1, right? The boyfriend's wife backed up the story. Oh, isn't that interesting? Allegedly and for entertainment purposes only, saying her husband arrived at 2:30 a.m., the usual time. The Burger King manager said they're never that busy in that hour of the morning, and they would never have to wait 45 minutes to get their food. Of course, that's common sense. Atkins' boyfriend gave the police permission to search his home. They found a new truck bed cover in his garage. Gee, how convenient. The boyfriend had bought it on June 26 and said he used it to cover some fishing gear. Right. He put it on the truck the morning of the 29th Oh, the morning of the 29th. How convenient. He put it on there the day she happened to disappear, and then he removes it July 8th. How convenient. I'm sorry for all these comments. They're snotty. This is looking like this case is solved, but we're going to dive in here like in ways you've never seen. He normally didn't drive the truck much, but he loved to drive it. But he drove it at night, the night she disappeared. Of course he did. The police took the cover for analysis and found cat hairs on it that happened to belong to Adkins. Adkins' veterinary determined the cat hair came from her cats. They weren't able to test the small drop of blood because they are alleging it is too small. Interesting, isn't it? The boyfriend took a polygraph test and it showed deception. All of these signs, and yet the boyfriend is still free. Why? Atkins was declared legally dead in 2006. There's no financial activity on her accounts, and her loved one stated she was happy with her life and her job, and she maintained a good working relationship with her ex-husband. Authorities and her family believe she was the victim of a homicide, and her case remains unsolved. Well, I'll tell you what, Patti Adkins, we're going to dive into your case today, and we're going to be sensitive because you still have relatives who could potentially watch this. Although my channel is tiny and the chances are slim, we will nevertheless show the utmost respect. Oh, isn't she adorable? And her adorable child. This is just a beautiful picture that is heart-wrenching to know what happened and that this little girl had to grow up without a mother because of a monster. So we're going to dive right into this. And how I'm going to do this is I'm going to use Anna Kay, I think. I don't know why. Sometimes you guys know when you listen to my channel, I have a lot of decks I work with. Rarely do I bring out Anna Kay. All of a sudden, Anna Kay's like, pick me. Okay? So Anna Kay, what happened the night that Patti Adkins snuck into that pickup bed to hide and was thinking she was going to have the most romantic vacation of her life and ended up losing her life? What happened on that night? Can you tell us, please? Wow, she was feeling particularly alone in her life. She didn't want to spend the rest of her life alone. So that's interesting that she clung to this so deeply because of the fear that she didn't want to be alone. Oh my God, both of these are alone. I have to pay attention to this. Because what happened that night could be a hint in here. I'm leaving these cards out. You know what? I'm going to put these up because I think these have another purpose. Okay, sorry for the interruption. I'm going to go to my go-to deck. This one will give us the facts. This one is telling us something very important that we need to know. So let's slide that up so it doesn't distract us. Come back to that later. Universal weight. What happened the night that Patricia Ann Adkins disappeared? What happened that night? She was at work. Thank you. Thank you, go-to deck. This is my go-to deck. Universal weight. This is what it looks like. She was working. Okay, she went to work. She did her shift work. Thank you. Then what? Then what happened to her? Wheel. The wheel of the truck. I feel like this represents getting into the wheel, behind the wheel, getting behind the wheel, or, in other words, travel behind the wheel. According to the plan. I should get my pointer. According to the plan. They had everything planned out. See the books? Everything planned out. Then what happened? God, I can't hardly stand it. Sometimes I don't pre-read on these, you guys. You're hearing my reactions live. I'm pulling cards on these for the very first time right on camera. You're seeing my reaction. So she was thinking, now this is my foreign country card. Ironically, the 2 and 3 of Wands are my foreign country cards. She thought she was racing. Like this reminds me of a race car. She thought they were racing to get to this border or to go somewhere so they would go to this other country. So that's what she was thinking, which would be Canada. The Hermit came up in the other one. Oh my God. The Hermit. The Hermit comes up twice. We have to pay attention to that. The cards give you clues. Wait a minute. What are you trying to tell us, Patti? What are you trying to tell us? Are you in a cave somewhere? Is there a cave system? Is there a cave system near... where did she live? Where did she live? Where did she live? Oh, where were you from? Marysville? Is that it? Marysville? Let me look. Marysville, Ohio. Oh, I didn't know this was going to come up. Is there a cave near Marysville? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm typing this into Google. I should never have done this. I should have been more prepared. I didn't know the Hermit. Ohio. How much does it cost to go to the Ohio Caverns? Are there caves near Mary? Okay, here. Caves near Maryville, Ohio. Oh, Google's acting weird. You guys, this is a cave, and I don't know what to say here. But I have to continue. But this is a cave. This is a cave. Looking out from a cave. I don't know if there's mountains by here. I'm sorry, you guys. Maybe I'll have to do a second video. Is there some terrain there and caves there? So let's just leave this. Okay. So then what? So then what? Because it was hard to see. It was night. It's like she couldn't see. That's why the light is... the thing is at the sea. So she briefly... Like, this is the young person, or briefly, she kind of knew, like, she had a focus on something. Like, and for some reason, she's focused on, it feels like a child or something. She had, like, the child entered her mind for some reason. Okay. Probably because she had one child, and maybe oh, fuck, then she knew something was up. She was trapped. He trapped her. What'd he do, chain her? What the hell happened to her? The devil. She was... constrained. So she was why is that around her neck? This is evil. Why is there a door here? And it's dark. And there's bats! Oh my God. Do you think she's in a cave? Oh my God, I hope that the murderer, who's still free, let's all say a hope right now that the people or person or connected with this does not see this video. Because they might be tempted to go move the body if they know where it is. But this feels cave, because there's definitely a cave here. There's bats here. There's bats. It's all dark under there. And then maybe he even put stones or blocked the entrance or something. Okay. You just have to go with these things. Now, this is alleged, and this is entertainment purposes only. This is just my interpretation of the tarot cards, and they happen to blow my mind once in a while. So, mind is blown. So then she became trapped. See, my go-to deck will tell me. My go-to deck will always kind of tell me the story. That's why I have a go-to deck. But I do have other decks also. All right, so now she's trapped in the cave. Then what? Money. This was motivated by money. This was motivated by money. Okay. I got to keep going. The child lands on the child. Her last moments on life, I can tell you that the only thing on her mind was the child. That was the only thing on her mind, was that child. I mean, the child card literally lit on the child again. In the pile of 3. Oh, she couldn't see. Blindfolded and restricted. Is there water near a cave? Wait a minute. I don't know if I should do this. I have the ability to communicate with deceased people, and I usually never do it for the murder cases, but sometimes I do. Is Patricia Adkins wanting to talk to us from the other side? Are you wanting to talk to us from the other side, Patricia? Are you wanting to say something? So she's high above us now. Okay, so we understand that you're up in the clouds. And, okay, I feel like with this balloon, So I feel like the balloon, she's telling us, yes, I'm passed away. I feel like she's saying that. Yes, they all know I'm passed away. And then I also feel like there's troubles here. There's swords, and swords are usually troubles, right? And so what are you wanting to say? Allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. Oh, wow. She really feels guilty for what she did. And once again, we have the child card. She's riddled with guilt. She's riddled with, you didn't know. You just wanted love. You had no idea. Oh my God, she is riddled with guilt, the poor child. And here's a page again. This is the child card. That child had to grow up without me. Oh my God, this is really tragic. I did not expect this. Do you think somebody planted a tree in her memory? I don't know. I'm just talking. All right, Patti, what else? She's surprised that, are you kidding me? That's another child card. We've had 4 pages in this reading. Pages are children. Child, 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 child. Oh my gosh. We're getting another child card. She's peeking through the veil. Well, that's good that you can communicate with us. What do you want to say? Speak your piece. She wants justice, the Ace of Swords. She wants justice. Okay. Well, Patti, they're still working on that Ace of Cups. She knows. She sends love to everyone. She sends love to everyone from the heavens. This is Ace of Cups. Love to everyone. Even love to people who are keeping her story alive. Like, it's love to you for listening to this. It's love to her sisters. It's love to her child. It's love to her family. Love to her relatives. Love to her friends. Love to her coworkers. I mean, this is literally like love to everyone for keeping her memory alive. Of course they would. You were a beautiful young woman. You didn't deserve what happened. Deception. So there was deception. And Patti, we kind of like know that there's deception. Is there something we need to know that we don't know? So a woman knows more. Who's that woman, Patti? Are you talking about the guy's wife? She knows more than... Who is this woman, Patti? Who knows more? Who knows more than what they're saying? My God, if they would only come out. Who knows more, Patti? Who is it that knows more that should come out? To give tips. A tip. To give a tip. To give a tip. To give a tip. She could give a tip. That's being paid, but it's also like when you tip somebody. Okay, I don't understand that. Patti, I do not understand that. What are you saying? I don't know if you're talking about a waitress. I don't know what you're... Oh my God. So we have 2 hands. Like, it's almost like she's reaching her hand out to help with this. Like, she's like, oh my God, I'm reaching my hand, out to try to give you guys as many clues. And oh my God, here is like this entrance. Here we have an entrance and then something poured in front of it. There's an entrance. Somebody knows something. Patti, I can't ask her all the questions I want because I just have to be so sensitive to what the family might be listening, and I can't ask the normal questions that I would because I have to be so sensitive. Let me just see. What do you want to say, Patti? What would be acceptable to say on here? You're with the angels. Okay, and you send a blessing. You send a blessing down. I'm going to communicate one last thing to her. Do you know exactly where your body is, Patti? Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. Do you know exactly where your body is? He knows. So she wasn't even around when her body was placed where it was. That's why she doesn't know. But he knows, and look at him looking. Look at him looking. He knows exactly where the body is. What do you mean he shoved some of the money in books? Oh, he's hidden the money in books? Well, that's interesting. I thought they searched his house. You mean, how could you shove that much money into books? Why are you talking about books? I don't know why she's talking about books. All right. Thank you, Patti. We send you love, and we're going to try to find you. So here, back to my go-to deck. So we did she didn't know. She couldn't see. She couldn't see where she was. That's okay. But so Spirit must be telling us that she was maybe in a cave. Okay. So, all right. So along with that tip, here's somebody being offered information and they can't see it. So somebody is offering information and they're closed to it. So I don't know what's going on here. Offering information? Nope, I'm closed to it. So something's weird about this. All right. So let's bring back Anna Kay now. And let's just say to Anna Kay, can you please tell us about the Patricia Ann Adkins case? Can you please just talk about it in the way that Anna Kay does? Because this is, an interesting deck, to say the least. There's mountains. There's water. Are there mountains near Marysville, Ohio? I don't think so. Is there terrain like this? I don't know. I don't know Marysville. Is there a place where the water funnels out of something, like freshwater stream or something? A freshwater stream. We've got water. We've got a cave. I mean, people can't swim to an underwater cave, right? I mean, I don't know what to say here. I mean, I'm not perfect. This is just for entertainment purposes only. We're just asking the cards. Oh, there's the king. Oh, justice. Oh my God. I think this is going to be solved. I don't think this person's going to get away with this. Thank you. Thank you, Justice. We can anchor in the Justice, you guys. We can do that. Did you realize that? That the tarot cards are kind of like a portal? If you believe it. If you don't, that's okay. Don't believe it. These are like a portal. And you know what? I have a chunk of petrified wood. Yeah, sometimes I get weird on my channel. Just deal with it. I'm going to put that right on the Justice card. This kind of is mountainous. Whoa, what's on there? You gotta be kidding me. Does that not look like a cave? This is creepy. I might even be mildly freaked out. And this looks like a path to a cave. Oh, man. All right, well, weird. Put it on the Justice card. And then we're just going to use this as a gateway and say, we want justice in this case. Number one, we want her remains found. We want them found. Find the remains. Or find the person to give the tip who knows where those remains are or who knows about this case and they're not giving a tip. This woman that I believe is a woman. We don't know, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. Find her. Thank you. Just used a little bit of sternness there. All right, now we're going to the Haunted House Tarot. Now, heads up, this is a little bit, wait a minute. I wonder if the murderer is having any kind of weird thing happen. I don't know, weird thing. Is the murderer having anything weird happen? Anything weird? What is this card? Ace of Swords. Oh, why is this card crooked? You have to turn it sideways. Oh my God. The murderer is like, where's all the evidence? Did I cover up all the evidence? Is that, this is like franticness. This is like a frantic person that is hoping that they got, the evidence completely hidden. That's interesting. And by the way, being the Ace of Swords, the murderer would have planned this out. This was premeditated with the Ace of Swords. Whoa. What is going on? I think the murderer is miserable. Oh, yeah. Miserable. Well, good. What else is going to happen with this? The sun. Wait, they're going on a path. They're going on a path. And there's pebbles along the side of some ridge. And there's like, you have to use a stick, maybe? Look at all these rock formations. I'm telling you, there's something about the rocks and the rock formation. It's almost like her spirit left her body, left the body and went up. Yeah, that's definitely a rocky terrain. Huh. Man. I want to ask the cards. Can you tell me about the murderer? Let's just do that. Can you tell me about the person who murdered Patricia Ann Atkins? Talk to me about the murderer, please. Yeah, premeditated for sure. And he had a dark shadow side, and there was a secret. Okay, what was the secret? Oh my God, is this the priest card? Or there's a priest there. Like, what, did he promise that he was going to marry her or something? My God, why is the priest there? Get into my vehicle. Well, that's exactly what she did. He said, get into my vehicle, and that's what she did. That's a little weird. So it was his vehicle. She's in underground. Or is that underground? Like cave system too? Could that be a cave system? Like a maze? She was taken there alone. And with the wands, it would be in a hurry. Drove her there in a hurry. Huh, I don't understand these. Five of Pentacles is the physical suffering card. The physical suffering card. And I'm not saying that she suffered, but that we're talking about the murder. So she's restrained. So he restrained her. And there's the Pentacles again for money. Pentacles are for money. So I think the motive here was money. And then he left her again by the mountains. By the mountains, you guys. What the hell? Is there some kind of mountains near Marysville, Ohio? Because you guys, we've been getting mountains. Please leave comments on here. Say, Melanie, I noticed this about the cards. It's obviously a woman walking along a skinny mountain path. Please leave comments. What do you think? What are the cards will always give you clues. Let's ask the go-to deck. Let's ask the go-to deck. Is the murderer going to be convicted? Is the murderer going to be convicted for this crime? Oh, you can't make this shit up on him. You can. Okay, where's my rock? Getting my rock again. Putting on another justice. We just pulled 2 justice cards. Yes, we are going to have a solved case, folks. We are going to have a solved case. There's going to be closure. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You can't. We got the justice card twice. Oh my gosh. Okay, anchor this in. I know you guys, I'm playing with a rock. Whatever. I'll bet you I'm the only YouTube channel that plays with a rock with the cards. Try to find somebody else. But this is the justice card, folks. This is the justice. The veil's going to come off and be revealed. Oh my gosh. I just feel like, oh, whoa. That was amazing. 2 justice cards. Patti, you're going to get resolution to this. This is going to be resolved, folks. She's surprised too from the justice card. Look at the shock on her face. She's like, what? She's like, what do you mean this is going to get solved? Yeah. We're going to solve your case because that murderer, he's not getting away with it. Not getting away with it. The cards, they never lie. For entertainment purposes only. Oh my God, look at her child grieving. She'll finally be laid to rest in a proper place. This is a cemetery. She is holding on to the child dearly. In other words, she wants closure for her child. Boy, if this didn't come up throughout the reading, you guys, the love for this child, and now this card, she's holding a child and in a proper burial place. This is in a cemetery. Wow. All right. You know, sometimes, you know, things like this go unsolved, and sometimes they just needed an extra little whatever. So I ask us all to send energy and see a vision of this being solved. And you don't believe, but I believe that all of us together can make a difference. You know, when you get a group of people praying for a sick person, sometimes they change. It turns around. I mean, everybody has free will to accept a healing or not. But in this case, just see this case as a judge and the murderer and solved. Just visualize that and really keep that strong vision going, because I'm a real true believer that when you hold a strong vision like that, and there is a lot of information out here on this woman, and absolutely we want this solved, because she is just bringing through how she never got to hold and hug her child that was taken to her from her by a monster. So I would like to give thanks to all of you for watching my channel. I would like to give thanks for this petrified wood that also showed us the cave, which I found to be extremely strange. There it is, if you want to see it close up. That is petrified wood. If you see any other visions in here, please speak out. Petrified wood. Wow. I would like to thank the tarot cards and everyone who developed the tarot cards, because I believe in appreciation. I believe in gratitude. I think there's power in gratitude. And I would like to thank in advance the court systems for sentencing this person who did the murder. I'm just going to pre-thank them. And Patti, you are a beautiful, young, wonderful woman. And we are all hoping, but not hoping, that's weak. We all know that your case will be solved. Thank you for listening to my YouTube channel. And if you enjoy these videos, be sure to like, click, and subscribe.